How's it, legends? Before you load the board on the car, watch this first. It's not pretty out there, but we found some options for the desperate. Here's your full DailySwell SA surf check for June 17th, 2026. Blouberg, Atlantic Seaboard. You're looking at chest ahead waves, 4.2 feet with a 9.05s moderate period. Light onshore conditions. Verdict, maybe. Best before 9 a.m. before winds build. Melkbosstrand, Atlantic Seaboard. You're looking at chest ahead waves, 4.2 feet with a 9.05s moderate period. Light onshore conditions. Verdict, maybe. Best before 9 a.m. before winds build. Victoria Bay, Garden Route. You're looking at chest ahead waves, 4.3 feet with a 9.3s moderate period. Light winds conditions. Verdict, maybe. Best before 9 a.m. before winds build. Supertubes, Jeffreys Bay. You're looking at waist to chest waves, 3.3 feet with an 8.8s moderate period. Offshore conditions. Verdict, maybe. Best all morning before sea breeze kicks in. New Pier Durban. You're looking at chest to head waves, 4.1 feet with a 9.75s moderate period. Cross-shore conditions. Verdict, skip. Early morning, your best bet. Dungeons, Patton Peninsula. You're looking at overhead waves, 6.2 feet with a 7.6s short period chop. Onshore conditions. Verdict, skip. Check again at dawn. Onshore may ease. Kommetjie, Patton Peninsula. You're looking at overhead waves, 6.2 feet with a 7.6s short period chop. Onshore conditions. Verdict, skip. Atlantic Seaboard, Atlantic Seaboard. You're looking at overhead waves, 5.2 feet with an 8.4s moderate period. Onshore conditions. Verdict, skip. Muizenberg, False Bay. You're looking at chest to head waves, 4.7 feet with a 7.15s short period chop. Onshore conditions. Verdict, skip. Now, let's talk tides real quick. Here's what the water's doing today. Cape Atlantic Seaboard. High 4 o'clock, 0.19 meters. Low 10 o'clock, minus 1.24 meters. High 5 o'clock, 0.25 meters. High tide at 4 o'clock, low tide at 10 o'clock. Garden Route. Low 11 o'clock, minus 1.45 meters. High 5 o'clock, 0.35 meters. High tide at 5 o'clock, low tide at 11 o'clock. Durban KZN. High 5 o'clock, 0.82 meters. Low 11 o'clock, minus 0.8 meters. High 5 o'clock, 0.86 meters. High tide at 5 o'clock, incoming swell. Wave face should be cleaner. Low tide at 11 o'clock. Use that to time your session. Offshore on a push is the dream. Today's top pick, Blouberg. Chest ahead, light onshore. Maybe. Get in early. Got a spot we're not covering? Drop it in the comments or DM us. If enough legends ask for it, we'll add it to the daily report. Tomorrow's looking mixed. Hit that bell and we'll have the full breakdown ready at 6 a.m. Don't paddle out blind. Shaka, DailySwellSA.